JD, you've been here 4 years now. When did the North End Zone project first even sprout into your mind?
So the first 6 months, obviously you do a deep dive into your facilities, and for someone like me who, detail is important. I spent a lot of time in Albertsons Stadium knowing that this was an important piece to our brand and what we represent. And when you walk around, initially it was the east side of the stadium, but understanding our financial situation, we quickly pivoted to the north end zone, and we wanted to create something that would be epic and would continue, especially with the waiting list that we had in Stickle, that it would allow us to continue to create assets that then we could monetize to pour back into the program. And so probably 9 months in is when we said, all right, it's the north end zone, and then we went to work. So it's been a long process. I mean, 3+ years to get to this place.
So, you guys were taking ideas from, different schools and stadiums. Do you have a favorite? Do you have any sort of input in what you wanted to see in that end zone?
Not necessarily a favorite, but, I'm fortunate. I get to go to a lot of facilities, and, we played Washington last year, and you saw their end zone facility, and I thought they did a really good job. You heard them talk about the various facilities, Wisconsin and Arizona State and others that the team went and visited. The way my mind works, it's always what's next, and I knew we needed something epic, and I have great teammates that really dug into the process, Cody and Nate Berg and Jordan and others, and so I trust them. And we want to define our own expectations. We understand what we have, and we understand that we need to continue to pour into this facility. And I really appreciated what the architect firm and Anderson and everyone involved came back with. We wanted it to be a little bit different, right? You don't want it to be copy and paste of what others are doing. And so there wasn't necessarily a favorite, but we knew there were some things that we wanted to check. We needed more loge boxes and suites and to create that experience. And then you look at the team walking out through this club. That was always something really cool as a Cowboys fan, to see that, and that was important to me, because Bronco Nation's important to us, and we want that connectivity back to them, and especially those people that are helping us build this facility.
So this is super easy for you to get off the ground, obviously. Yeah. What is it like to stand here today and see it become, a reality?
Yeah, it's difficult to put into words. I'm hard on myself, and so when we weren't moving as quickly, I was getting frustrated. We knew that we needed more assets. We knew that we had a waiting list in Stickle, and so there was some frustration. But I had guys like Cody and Nate in my ear saying, "JD, trust the process," and sometimes you need people like that. And you get to this place, and I mentioned it when I was speaking. Success is not a straight line. There are peaks and valleys, and it makes you appreciate the path and the process that much more. And so staying behind in Arizona and getting about 48 hours to get my mind right, I thought a lot about, some of the calls and when we thought maybe it wasn't going to happen, and then what we were faced with in terms of fundraising and other things. And, everything happens for a reason, and I'm really grateful for that ride.